Every time DAP holds a dinner, they will put a tin there and collects money from the public. And DAP has been in the political arena for 40 years. And now they are half governing party in Chinese, we say. They even control a state. They even have a CM, which we don't even have. And they collect so much money. The Chinese press was splashed that they collected 500,000, 300,000. Now the question is accountability, which is what they say, get. Where have all this money gone to? Why I have never seen in my political career DAP leader giving money to Chinese school, independent school, helping the poor, medical fund. 4 years they've been in power, they have not even built a kindergarten of their own. And they condemn MCA. We collect all our money, we funnel it to Keita, to University Tunku Rahman College. We have trained 185,000 people within the country. If you walk around the country, half the accountants in this country are trained by MCA, irrespective of race. Yeah, right now, half. Where can you get school fees of $5,000? I say that some well-known teachers in KL, the tuition fee is more than $5,000 a year. We are still giving people $5,000. When we collected money, we give medical fund. As I've said just now, we give 6 million plus, and we are continuing to collect money and continue to help people. And we give out loan. Why is EAP not doing all this? What is so great about collecting money from the public and doing nothing? And using that money to ensure that more of your people will become YB and to topple a government. Is that what democracy is all about? Then thank you, Malaysian. Good luck to all Malaysians. We are a Chinese-based party, but living in Malaysia, we have to accept that the fact that this is a multiracial country and nobody can live in its own ethnic cocoon. We become more high profile. We articulate what I think should be done many times, and we make no apology for it. We have delivered a lot of things that have not been done in the last 2 years, especially on mother tongue education, in terms of scholarship, but we are not perfect. And I am one of those who believe that this is a multiracial country where the Chinese, Malay, and Indian need to work with each other to make this country progress. If every race only think of itself and never think of other races, this country will never go far.
When you say MCA is not perfect, where do these shortcomings lie, and how can you?
No, there are a lot of things that we want to do, we can't do it.
Such as?
Because this is a multiracial country, such as removing the quota, preferential treatment for Bumiputra. That's our thing. It is a whole litany of problems that I don't want to go and repeat again and again and invite new controversy, which the press like near election time. I have openly challenged, and it's been recorded in the YouTube. If Anwar and DAP says that if they come to power, they would want to review the special rights of the Malay, the quota system, I, Chua Soi Lek, will resign from MCA and join them. I've said that on record. Okay? Don't hide under the screen and keep on whacking people but never make your stand clear. To me, it's unfair politics. Just say it openly tomorrow. That if we win the election, we will review the Bumiputra policy. We will review the special privileges of the Malay. We will review the quota system. Say it. Don't imply that DAP is going to do it, but MCA is not doing it. And they're not even articulate. I, today as a president, articulate it. Tell me openly that you dare to do it. I have never in my political career seen a candidate put his nomination and form and say, I don't think I will win. Everybody worth his salt that gets 300 votes also say, I will win. I mean, don't ask that type of question. I'm not trying to be arrogant.
No.
Give some questions that are more critical. That requires some thinking. that provokes people. These are questions I would say we are confident of winning, even though I know it's not confident. But I cannot say we are not winning, we are going to lose. I've been consistently asking this question for the last 4 months, and no DAP leader wants to answer me. Question number 1, can DAP please assure us that when PAS really implement hudud, it does not affect the non-Muslim? Question number 1. Yes or no? Simple as that. Why are you not answering me? Question number 2. Implementation of hudud will have great negative impact on the socio-economic, the political, the educational, and the whole social fabric in this country that will affect non-Muslim and Muslim. Why is DAP not answering my question? Nik Aziz 2 weeks ago says that we should talk to UMNO. There's this muzakara for Muslim unity. And Hadi Awang said no. Now who do you want to believe? Hadi Awang or Nik Aziz? Now who is telling the truth anyway? Or who is calling the shot? A lot of people in PAS who I know says it's Nik Aziz that calls the shot, not Hadi Awang. They don't have to do all this. It's very simple. PAS would reach out to UMNO and say that today we would want to run this country according to the teaching of Islam in the Quran. Okay? And no Muslim would dare to go against it, including UMNO MPs. So not only keadilan and DAP, even MCA will be important to do anything. Because PAS and UMNO members combined together, they are more than enough to form the government. Let's be very honest about it. The government of the day is decided by the voters, and they get the type of government that they deserve. But having said that, I always tell the Chinese that are you so sure that the incoming new government will be able to manage this country better than we are? I think the Prime Minister have endeavored to do his best, to be very fair. He's a hard-working Prime Minister. He tried to reach out to every community.
So this repealing of the ISA.
And the economic transformation program is actually bearing results. It is not a political slogan. A very good example is right now where many other countries are suffering from economic recession and unemployment. We are still faced with shortage of labor, and the first quarter has just reported 4.7% growth. The American cannot even register 1%. And in Europe, the European nations, which are all developed nations, which always want to teach us how to run our country, today have negative. In some of the European Union nations, the unemployment among youth is 25% to 50%. Can you imagine? And once upon a time, these are the people who lecture us that we must follow them.